What up, y'all?
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's BullRad here, and Bush back to talk about everything that basically goes down throughout hip hop and culture in the week. We're gonna start it off tonight with YSL and how none of them are ever getting out of jail ever again. uh, New information coming out talking about how Young Thug is saying that he was searched illegally, his phone was gone through illegally, he was spoken to illegally when arrested, and basically they're trying to get a lot of evidence thrown out saying that it was all collected illegally. But I mean, bottom line is they make the rules, so I don't believe that's going to happen at all. But they're trying anything and everything. So I'm gonna give it over to Bush. What's good, brother?
They pulling out. What up? What up? What's good? They pulling out all the tricks right now. They actually pushed the case back some months, right?
That's that bullshit, bro. That's that bullshit. That's what I'm saying. They make the fucking rules up as they go along, and if the rules don't work the way they want them to, they make some new fucking laws. It's ridiculous,
That makes me think they don't have too much though. That's what it made me think. Like
that's what I'm definitely thinking, but it's I don't know. I mean, it's they've already basically when you put somebody on trial, you got to come with evidence. But the fact of the matter is they've already painted them to be guilty in the media. Everybody pretty much accepts that these guys are guilty. There's no doubt about it. Now, I'm not saying that the guys that also got arrested, the guys that aren't known rappers, a lot of them, the shit that they did, yeah, they're going to go down for it. But the two main guys, Young Thug and Gunna, that they're going after, haven't done shit, really. I mean, Thug maybe, but it's all circumstantial. It's all to interpretation. But Gunna didn't do a fucking single thing. All he ever did was rap, you know what I mean? And if there's anything we know about the rap industry, it's that people are very fake in it. And I'm not saying he's fake, but I'm just saying, like, just because a guy sings about some shit or puts it out there and get paid millions to do it, doesn't mean he does that shit. You know what I mean? Doesn't mean he's innocent either. But I really don't think Gunna's out there putting guns in people's faces, murdering people, going after the ops. You know what I mean? Like, he's a house cat, in my opinion. And then with Thug, I don't think Thug's actually out there doing it physically, but his money's behind it, if anything. I don't know, man. I can't see them getting Gunna on much, but he's still going to go for a ride. But I think they'll get Thug, to be honest. And I think that they're going to do whatever they have to do to get him. And if that means pushing the trial back or, having illegally obtained evidence still be admissible. Like I said, they make the rules. You know what I mean? They make the rules. And if they want you off the street and in jail, it doesn't matter what you did or didn't do. They're going to get you off the street and in jail. But in the opinion of the public court, I believe that he's already guilty. So if everybody thinks you're guilty and then you go to court for it, I mean, I don't see how they're not going to be guilty.
Yeah, but remember Bootsy Badass when he was facing them 6 murders, the death penalty. Everybody already said he's done. He's out of here. Sure, yeah, I remember though. These dudes got money, and Bootsy beat the death penalty. So you don't think there's a possibility that things could go their way because this is he got more money than Bootsy, a lot more.
Yeah, no, I agree. I do believe that they have a chance, and if it's going to be anything, it's not just going to be evidence that proves them innocent. It's going to be their money, their lawyers. You know what I mean? Like their ability to manipulate the system best to their advantage. But when you're going up against law enforcement, it's almost a foregone conclusion when you're dealing with the feds that you're done for. They got a 95% conviction rate, or maybe higher when it comes to RICOs. State, which is what they're going up against. They're going against Georgia State, the state of Georgia, but they only have a 50% conviction rate. So they do have a chance. I just feel like at least with Thug, it doesn't look good because they got arrested for all this shit and every day new stuff was coming out. But then there was stuff that he was doing. Now, if it's actually on record, he's being charged for is one thing. I don't know about that, but I just know that they said that all these things have happened with him since he's been in jail. Getting the illegal cell phone and then ordering a fucking hit on it. Like, that's not a good look when you're in prison and you're trying to throw out hits. All the members of YSL that have stepped forward and said that they can't testify because they've been threatened, their families have been threatened, they're scared for their lives, that kind of shit. It just doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. And if they're painting Thug as the ringleader, the guy who runs the gang, and he's the money behind it, doesn't matter what he did or didn't do. If they find one guy guilty of this stuff besides him, then he's going to go down for it too because he's the boss. You know what I mean?
You think Atlanta's more tough on crime than Louisiana? I don't think so.
No, I don't think they are at all, to be honest. But I think that's why they're going to use these guys right here. They're going to use these guys as a lesson. You know what I mean? They're going to make an example of these cats in YSL, and they're going to say, things relaxed. You know what I mean? If you did something in downtown Atlanta, you get popped. But if you go into any of the towns right outside Atlanta and you do whatever you want, you don't get in trouble. And that's basically what they've been saying down there for a minute. Nobody gets in trouble for shit down there. Now all of a sudden they're rounding everybody up, and they went for the biggest rap gang in the land. The ones that you could potentially say that they're also a real gang, and they're being charged with a RICO case, man. Like, I just don't think that these guys are what they're painting them out to be. I mean, they're making them out to be like Scarface, or like the Italian mafia. Now, granted, they probably have done some things, and they probably are acting as a unit, but I don't think that they're guilty of something that you need the RICO charges for. You know what I mean? That's just they were using that just as a nail in the coffin, almost a guarantee to make an example of these guys. And now they're hitting everybody with this kind of shit. But I don't know, man. This has huge implications for rap in general. We're not going to have gangster rap around very long if they prosecute and win. And a lot of people are going to start talking, and it's going to hurt a lot of reputations. It's going to hurt a lot of people, and you're never going to stop this stuff from going on in America in general. This type of shit's going to go on. Now, if they're going to be in the public eye or public image before they start getting involved with this crazy shit, I don't think so. I think they want to be as low as possible, but I think this has huge implications for rap music, huge implications for the culture in general, and we'll see if this is actually a flash in the pan, or if this is a solid move by Atlanta to try to clean things up down there. Because look at all the news that's been coming out of there in the past couple of years. Like, it's wild, bro. It's wild, and everybody goes there to make their albums, to hang out, and to get shit popping. It's just they look bad right now, and this chick who's running it, she's really going in on these guys. She's trying to put people in jail over it.
They pushed the case back some months. I think that's going to help too, though. It's not just going to help the prosecutor. It's going to help the his lawyers too. And I know he got a lot of lawyers. I don't know. This actually could. You never know. You know what I mean? They should have picked the right charges. If they can't get them for that, they should have picked something they could get them for. But we'll see. And hopefully, I don't know. I really just feel like I know money changes a lot. Money make things better. You know what I mean? Money make things go away. You feel me?
Absolutely. I mean, look at John Gotti.
Who was
facing. John Gotti was. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Nah, we forgot about Bootsy, like I said earlier, who was facing all that time and then got off. Beat the cases. He was facing death penalty.
That's heavy, bro. And I think I'm guilty of it too. Like I said before, the opinion in the eyes of the public court that they're already guilty, and it's like, I kind of understand that opinion. Like, if cops are going to spend all this money and come after you and kick doors in and raid 30 different people and arrest them all and go through all that shit, like, I would imagine they probably have a little something on you. You know what I mean? They probably don't. They're not sure if you do it. It's just a matter of, can they prove it, especially when you go against people with money. Like John Gotti walked twice on 2 charges that they tried to put him away for life on 2 different charges, and he walked. And he went back to court for the 3rd one. They put him away. Like, I don't know. Hopefully, I don't really want to see these guys go to jail, because I haven't seen anything that's like that damning for them. And plus, like I said, all the stuff that you hear about pre-trial, half that shit's not even going to be in the trial, because it's bullshit. You know what I mean? Especially the really sensational shit that you hear, like the cell phone and the order to hit. Let's see if that actually makes it to the courtroom, or is that just bullshit? Like, did he order Domino's? You know what I mean? Like, who fucking knows what the fuck's going on with this shit? And you really don't hear much from them. You don't hear anything from them. You don't hear shit from them. But if Thug has been getting in trouble, like, as much as we hear these stories that are coming out, like, he got caught for this and he did that, he did this, like, it doesn't look good for him. You know what I mean? It doesn't look good. But we'll see. Maybe, the DA might not have a strong enough case, and that's why they're pushing it off a few more months. But anything that they gain in that time, the defense is going to be working too. These guys are going to just be chilling, waiting. That's not going to happen. But could also be that they came across something really nice, like nail in the coffin, but it's not ready 100%, and they need more time to really get it ready.
I don't know. I feel like they don't have enough, and they try.
I kind of agree with you, but I also feel like it's a tough situation to be put in. I would be worried if I were them, because you're already sitting in jail. You know what I mean? You're already in jail for these crimes that you say you didn't commit. So, like, I just don't see it getting that much better for them. It sucks. It sucks. This is a really sick example of how the judicial system in this country is really fucked.
But then they have a right to a speedy trial, so I don't understand how they're able to. Well, they put in a request to delay it, so I don't know if they actually got it, but I know they put the request in to have the shit delayed.
I mean, when you invoke the right for a speedy trial, that's usually when you're getting caught red-handed and you're getting death penalty for it. You just fucking want this shit to end. You don't want to be sitting on death row forever, but still, you do. You wind up sitting on death row for 8-10 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the trial is just like, I don't want to wait 8 months while you gather up a bunch of evidence. Like, I fucking did it. Let's go. Like, I don't think anybody who's on serious criminal charges is going to want to go early unless they know they have no evidence and they're looking for something. Get it done fast. Maybe you get them before they figure it out. I wouldn't see them using the speedy trial part here. But who knows? Who knows? They might have used it. I think the DA just thought that it was going to be so simple. And I think a lot of the shit that we hear is bullshit. People always talk and make shit up. Plus the disinformation war between both sides is absolutely going to go on to influence people. But yeah, if they're asking for more time, I got to imagine they're not 100% ready. You know what I mean? Like, they wouldn't give more time to the other side just for the hell of it. So I think they need this time. But yeah, we'll see. I'm actually really interested to see how this plays out. Because like I said, the implications for life after this is huge. Like, the whole industry is coming down to this one case. In my opinion, this is the biggest one that I've seen. I think it matters the most. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's pretty big news. Pretty big news. A lot of people know about it.
For real.
I'd be nervous if I were them, for sure.
Now you got Ye going crazy, going at everybody.
Well, I mean, he knew exactly what he was doing when he put that fucking shirt on. I imagine that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's part of it. But he also he's doing all kind of other shit too. He told Puff Daddy, him and Diddy going at it. Him and a couple other people. He's just in the media a lot right now. He just showed up to his daughter's basketball game with the shirt on, which is cool. He said he made the point, my daughters have white, so that's why I wear
Yeah.
the shirts. So okay, doing, you know what I mean? He's trying to keep his brand in a certain look. That's what I think.
Of course. Plus, also, I mean, Kanye knows damn well. He knows damn well if he puts that shirt on, it doesn't matter. He's gonna get shit from at least half the people out there. You know what I mean? Mm. At least. But when you put this shirt on, you're asking for a lot of fucking trouble. If I put this shirt on, I catch a beating. Kanye, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know. I would never say or do some shit like that. It's retarded. It's retarded. And plus, even, like, yeah, okay, you can go to the statistics and the numbers and you can see that just as many people will get shot by the cops that aren't black as are black, but like, maybe those numbers aren't real. Who knows? But the bottom line is like, you're not going to get any sympathy from anybody for a bunch of white people. Like, this is just for him to stir the pot, man. He's causing controversy. Plus, what he's saying is probably like he's taking a really altruistic view, being like, no, everybody matters. Like, stop that shit. Rich people fucking point of view. You ain't got to worry about that shit no more. Mm-hmm. Seriously. He's got bigger problems. Like, if his kids are gonna get turned into a man or a woman before they're like 12.
Exactly.
That's weird.
And why would you be doing that at your daughter game? People gonna be messing with your daughter behind that type of shit. So,
well, it's just like, if you're under 18, you can't smoke, you can't drink, you can't go into a war. Basically, you're not allowed to fucking think for yourself. You can't even get your goddamn ears pierced, legally. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't matter. But you can't get pierced until you're 18. It's like, all right, so we can't do anything till we're over 18 at least, and even then it's still pretty young. You're still stupid, but you want to basically allow sick parents to talk children into transitioning before they're like 10. You know what I mean? Like, that's like fucking most 9 and 10 year olds want to be like a dinosaur or something weird. You know what I mean? Like, to ask them if they're going to make a lifelong choice at 10 years old is fucking unbelievable to me. You know what I mean? Even for the children who are the ones who push it. You know what I mean? Like, still, wait on it. If that's you, then wait on it. You know what I mean? You know who you are. Like, I don't know. It's
brain got to be developed to make them type of decisions.
But the fact that you can choose that when at such a young age, and that you'll have parents who are backing their kids up, but to me that just looks like they're egging them on behind the cameras and shit behind closed doors. That's weird. That's weird to me. I would never push my child to do something like, yo, if you want to do this, that's on you. Like, I'll talk to you about it. I'm here for you, but like, I'm not going to tell you to do it or not do it. Like, you got to figure that one out. That's too much for me right there.
If you're a child, I'm telling you not to do it until your brain is developed, until you're old enough to make that decision.
That's what I'm saying. And if you really want to be that, then that's cool, because in 8 years, when you're 18, you can legally make that decision and you'll still want to do it. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. I didn't even know I was alive at 10 years old. I was a fucking psychopath. I didn't know anything. A lot of people are stupid until the mid-20s, until they live a little bit of life on their own. So I don't think we should be giving 10-year-olds or younger the option to make such crazy decisions, you know?
No, not at all. You know what I mean? I talked to Reek. He cool, you know what I mean? We back cool. Talk about business again and getting them back on the channel and stuff.
No boxing match?
Huh?
We're not gonna make a boxing match out of this one?
You wanna box with him?
No, you. We'll put like $224 on the side, and whoever wins takes it and goes home.
He's too good for me. I don't know.
I'm just fucking with you. No, nobody's swinging on anybody on this podcast unless there's no alternative.
But he going good. Everything's good. He back with Whack, so.
Whack's shit on from every angle right now.
Oh my God.
He's getting a lot of shit coming out about him. It's kind of nuts. But all of it's fake. It's a majority, 90% of it's gonna be bullshit and nonsense. But it's just a tough time to be him right now.
But you don't think he ratting?
I think he'd be pretty stupid if he was. I think also if that is the case, then he's going to refer to it as something far different than ratting. You know what I mean? Like, he's just going to pretend like he's not a paid informant or he's not a fucking rat. He's going to make it out to be like he's important in some way, and he'll spin that. People will probably listen to him a little bit. But I don't know, man. I think if your main job in life is to be, a public figure, and you're putting information out there about potential people that could really hurt you or at least fuck you up for being rats and all that shit, like not even physical, like not even coming after you, like mess your life up by being a fucking scumbag and a rat, that kind of person.
Yep.
So I think it'd be pretty dumb to be involved in that and then to fucking be a rat, because it's like, bro, they're not gonna send you to life. They're gonna fucking hang you or fucking burn you in front of the court, bro. Like, everybody's gonna hate you. Like,
yeah, you made a good point about like fucking with rats. If you're not trying to handle your business or whatever, why would you antagonize the dirty scumbags? They could do some foul shit.
Absolutely. And they're not bringing it to your face. You know what I mean? They're not even shooting you in the back. They're cowardly. It's gonna be words and dumb shit and setups. And these people are fucking crazy too. Like, they're nuts. But yeah, man, I just, it wouldn't be an intelligent move on his part. And he seems like a more calculated person than that to me. I don't think he would be making his snaps off fucking the truth if he's gonna come out and just be the fucking biggest rat. Or he could just be a fucking narcissist and doubling down. It's like, yo, first off, I'm gonna give them the information about the rat. Now I'm gonna rat on people and be like, yo, what? And Pyru, and you ain't gonna do shit. Like,
word. Yo, you see this comment from the smoke? Can you read that? I don't know. You got to translate that.
Dude, by the end, that gets to be like, yo, are you like, this is some weird shit. Like, if I read this 3 times, does it come true? This is kind of weird.
He said the mountains rain rocks smoking a cigarette on deathbed.
Yeah, it's like, why'd you have to throw a cigarette in there, bro? Like, think I'm not worried about that shit?
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know.
You almost fucking. Oh, wow.
This is the kind of guy who doesn't even have a fucking car.
Yo, but guess what? Did he know what happened? Because we weren't live when you almost burned your ass off in the bed.
Why you got a conspiracy for my death right here? Like, make me think that shit that don't count. With the 900 other times I've burned myself on a daily basis.
Yo, that's crazy. This guy must know something. He got a camera in your house, and you got to watch it.
That's weird, bro. It's just some weirdo shit to say, like, you know.
The smoke.
Yeah, but I'm not worried. I talk shit about everybody, so like, I'm not even looking for the people who are coming after me. Someone's gonna do it.
Nah. And then your boy is still on his crusade against 1090 Jake. It's like,
I see that, but he's been putting up a lot of videos about him, like, and not talking shit, at least not taking a stance. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Like, I know he doesn't vibe with him, and he just keeps putting videos up of him, but none of it's talking shit, and none of it looks bad, in my opinion. And it's just, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Is he really taking an issue with him, or is he just
I
chasing?
I think he really got a problem with him because your boy's podcast is popping off. And here it is now, and he just started. He didn't just start. He's not that young, right? In the game.
I don't know. I don't know. I think he's been around like a little while. You know what I mean? But like, I don't know. I don't know that much about him. I don't know that much.
Yes, you do. He's your favorite podcaster.
I fuck with him. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not here to comment on that. My last fucking comments got me fucking burned at the stake. Like, you're still going at it with the 1090 Jake shit. No, I didn't see it. I don't know. I think he's just talking about what's hype, and some people like people and don't like people. Like, we're all aware of who I can care less about on this show. I don't keep a secret. I mean, like,
so what's hype? That's what you said.
Okay, all right, cool.
What's your response to the smoke? All right, we respond to our comments.
Oh, dude, bro. So I'm not force feeding someone's fucking mental issues and fucking seriously, no.
That's it. That's the response to it. All right.
A little quick to find out where I live in 20 minutes. I was like, yeah.
I'll come and stand guard. He might be a neighbor or something. This motherfucker. Shout out to the smoke.
Mm-hmm. Shout out, and anybody who's trying to get me, bro, just come in the house. Come in my house. Like, I'm fucking asking you, please. Like, I'll see you.
Why would somebody be trying to get you?
No, they're not. But I'm just saying, like, who knows? You know what I mean? Like, this guy's talking about the wrath of God and shit. What if he thinks that God told him he's got to kill me in order to get into heaven or save the world or some weird shit?
So you're saying he's
not him. I'm just saying anybody on the fucking internet. Like, this is the dirtiest fucking place you could ever go. Like, if the internet was a place, like, oh my God, you wouldn't fucking hang out there. Like, nobody would hang out. It's creeped out. It's creeped out. It's
been hanging out all weekend.
What happened?
I said I've been hanging out all weekend.
That's what I'm saying. When I go too deep on the internet, I gotta fucking step back because people are wild, bro.
So, what you think about that conspiracy thing? You think that's a good idea?
I liked it. I thought it was good. I came in at a very high pressure moment. Like, I literally opened up and they're just screaming at each other, and I just was like, "What the fuck is going on here, bro?" Like,
how do you screaming at each other over theories? That's
that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, it's cool to be like to have a solid understanding of this stuff, or at least know the information, and then to form a real solid opinion and to ride with it. I get it. I get it. But like, to the point where you're gonna yell at somebody about it, like, none of us fucking know what happened. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. We all have these crazy theories that we subscribe to. We just have to remember, like, it's not fact. It wasn't fact when it was told to us, and it's fucking certainly not fact when we form our own fucking opinions about it. Like, I haven't met anybody who can change the world yet. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care what your opinions are. But that's what I was saying, like, with that shit, like, it's cool to have ideas and thoughts behind things and on subjects, but to set up a belief around something that you ultimately need to have faith in order to believe, because there's no tangible evidence of this thing. It's like, I don't know. I'm from New York. Somebody tries to sell you that shit. You're like, I don't want that. Like, that, there's something wrong here. You know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't buy it on the street. Then why would you buy it as a religion or as a theory and the way you live, like, your life?
And then both of them, Jimmy and KB, both of them, I try to say this is theories. They just like, no, this is facts. This is facts.
That's because they're still fucking new at this. Look, the conspiracy game picked up a lot in the past, like, 5 years. And a lot of people weren't really that into it beforehand. A lot of people just talk shit and just had no interest in it. But now everybody's pretending like they've been down with it for a minute because they've been hearing the subjects and topics for fucking 20 years. So, like, these guys are young in the game, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe they haven't had their hearts broken by information yet. Wait till you find out, like, your favorite theory just gets crushed You know what I'm saying? Like, see if your remorse is there to say, I fucking believe next time when everybody fucking rips on you for 2 days about it. Like, we'll see you talk that loud about that shit.
You came in good though. You was checking them too. You had some,
Yeah, that's because I mean, like, they're not going to talk about anything I haven't heard about. Like I said to you, like, I'm not heavy into this shit, but like, it's what I found entertaining when there's nothing to do for like 10 hours a day. So a couple hours just spent fucking around the internet. Look at the weirdest shit possible. And that shit was weird back then. And now it's becoming a fad to be into this shit. Like, you kidding me? Like, you got like white couples from Brooklyn in their early 30s are going out to like Harriman State Park to go Sasquatch hunting. It's like, bitch, this is my backyard. Like, get out of here. Like, there's no Sasquatch here. Trust me when I tell you. Everybody thinks that it's just like a cool hobby now to be into like aliens and shit. And it's like, wow, you people suck, man. You people suck.
Why do you think you're the king of it?
Oh, I definitely don't. That's the thing, is I actually firmly believe that I don't know a fucking thing. I've heard all these theories, but that's just somebody's best story they got. You know what I mean? Half of it probably bullshit. The other half's misinterpreted and then built on over time. And then the rest could actually have happened. I believe in that shit 100%. I just don't know what to believe. I really don't, but I do believe it's possible. I just don't know what to believe. But I've heard all the stories. I've thought about it, contemplated it for a long time. Had a lot of like beliefs in what really went down, and then just over time, like shit just happened. It was like, damn. A lot of these conspiracy theories, no matter how good they are and how fucking perfectly they fit and how perfect it is that they came out, because this is exactly what happened. Turns out that pretty decent evidence comes out eventually that didn't really happen. Only a small amount are going to be very real. Although these days we have a lot of weird shit going on in our world that it's just obvious that the people in power don't fucking listen to us. You know what I mean? So I don't know. But yeah, no, the fact that they both firmly believe so well and they're on very specific, like, I want to know who made the videos that they were watching when they were younger. It was probably somebody good.
You consider what they're saying about Diddy a conspiracy? How they saying he messed with the young boys and he was making people do certain things for certain reasons. They're saying his butler, he made him wipe his ass. Actually, his butler actually said that. Like, Farnsworth Bentley said Diddy made him, wipe his ass when he didn't feel like wiping his ass and certain things like that. Then a lot of stories about like dealing with boys and things like that. Like, is that just all? Or do you what do you think?
I mean, it's like 10 years ago they were trying to push down everybody's throat that Diddy's responsible for Biggie's murder, or 15, whatever it was, 20 years ago now. Jesus, like, they keep just saying crazy shit about him, and I mean, maybe it could all be true. Some of it might be true. None of it might be true. But the bottom line is he's a hyper wealthy fucking mover shaker businessman from fucking Harlem who doesn't keep his fucking mouth shut when he doesn't feel like it, and you really can't control him at all. I just feel like he's a target. You know what I mean? So like, I feel like, I don't know, like they keep going after him. You know what I mean? First it was, oh, he killed Biggie. It's like maybe his friend.
Yeah, I remember that bullshit. Yep.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you don't know, maybe it did fucking happen, but like, I know he's caught shit from Big's mom when those rumors first came out. Like, you heard her say some shit to him that was kind of fucked up, like, especially if you have shit to do with it. At the time, you're thinking, oh shit, it could be possible, But I don't think he did that. And no, I don't think so about this either. Like, that's fishing. That's people just like, yo, let's see if we can get Diddy with this shit. They're just hitting everybody. It's crazy. Like, really? So Diddy sleeps with kids? Like, nobody's even heard of this up until now, when this is just like the new fucking thing. This is like a UFO story. Like, it's bullshit. Bullshit. He didn't do none of that shit. When does he have time to go fuck with little kids? If he did, does he really think that him of all people can get away with it?
Yeah.
Maybe he's that big of a narcissist and thinks he's so rich and so omnipotent that he could pull that shit off in the eyes of the public and get away with it. But I really don't think that's his bag.
I don't think so either.
I don't think he takes pride in killing weaker and smaller animals. You know what I mean? Like, he goes hard.
That was the shit that Reek was talking about. They came back talking that shit. And that was a big thing coming at Diddy or whatever. I don't know, but I doubt it. That shit is, that was basically trolling, as we know.
I mean, yeah, but you don't know. I mean, that shit pops up and you hear it, and everybody likes to pretend like they knew who was doing it and who wasn't doing this. But the bottom line is like, the people that have gotten convicted so far, like, people never saw them getting convicted, and then they fucking heavy convictions, and it's like, oh my god, people didn't see that coming. It's like, well, you could either see it coming or you didn't. Like, it doesn't really matter what you think, but like, some of these people are gonna get in trouble that didn't do shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna happen, or there's gonna be people who did it and get away with it. Plus, who's the one who's giving this information out? If it is true and someone put it out there, it's not just going to be a random ass person. You know, it's going to be somebody who really knows. It's going to be known who it is. Eventually, they're going to figure out who said it. And you're playing with dangerous people in that situation. These are people that are leaders of modern day industry. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
They'll take you out. You know, just
I think they're just going after him. I think they're just going after another rich guy that they don't want to see have money, who's not part of the club and can cause serious issues. You know, Diddy's money is long. You know what I mean? His credit's good. Anybody in the known world is going to extend him credit, no matter from kid pitching dime bags on a quarter to a fucking bank. Like, they're going to trade on his name. You know what I mean? It's Diddy.
Yeah, it's baseball.
He's huge, bro. He's one of the biggest names in hip hop for like the past 20 some odd years, more.
Mm-hmm. You know, R. Kelly just dropped a song.
Are you allowed to do that? Are you allowed to monetize when you're in?
I don't know. It's weird, but I'm sure there's ways around it, and I'm sure certain diehard R. Kelly people gonna get that shit. That's kind of crazy. That shouldn't be allowed. You feel me?
What is this guy gonna sing about that anybody's gonna want to listen to? Like, I don't know. It's like, bro, it's over, bro. Like it's over. You know, like, you're in prison. Like, stop.
He might sing about Big Bubba.
He very well probably could be. And people will break it down in the code, what it really means and all that shit. He'll be an alien in 2 weeks. So give it time. People are wild. But yeah, Jesus Christ. He got 30 years on the first count. And then, I mean, after that, I stopped listening. I was like, 30, you're done, bro. Like, you're not coming out. But what do you get on the second one? Another 30?
A lot. I don't know. He's not coming out.
Yeah, no. I
think he actually did he get sentenced on the second one yet? Oh, yeah.
I don't know what he did. I know on the first one he got 30 years. And after that, when you're like 45, 50 years old, like 30, peace. You're out. You're gone.
Done deal, homie. Done deal.
For real. Plus, somebody's gonna get at him in there. You know, even if he's the most popular guy, someone will just do it just to do it. These aren't normal people, and they're not good people usually. There's a lot of people in prison that are decent and they're normal and they fucked up once, but then there's other people in there who are fucking. They need to be in there. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, that's just the bottom line. You can tell it to somebody.
Somebody's gonna make them sign a record deal.
I think the lawyers fucking got to that long before. I don't think he doesn't have a family, right? He didn't have a wife and kids, did he?
Yeah.
He did? Did he have kids?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and he married now. He married the young broad that he was messing with. He got married to her again.
Well, I imagine he keeps a bank account and he's able to like fund himself in jail with, in prison with that money or something. Something's got to be set up. But what does he really need a lot of money for, especially if his wife took a decent amount of the estate and divorce, most likely? I don't know.
No, if he got a drug addiction or whatever, because you could get any type
and
of.
And what happens to that money too? Like, does it automatically go to like the next of kin? If you don't have any, well, then we know who gets it, But like, I feel like they're going to get it most of the time. I don't know, but.
Yeah, he's done. He's rat.
Done, bro. He's not, even if he gets appealed in like 10 or 15 years, bro, like, what's he gonna do? Come out with a Christmas album? You know what I mean? Like, put out 1 or 2 songs, like, all right, cool, but then he's just gonna fade away. Like, bro, you're done, bro. You fucked yourself. You're not gonna be banging in the clubs ever again. And if you are, it'd be the most miraculous comeback in fucking the world. Like, no way. But yeah, he's done, bro. 30 years in the hop plus, an unknown sentence on the back end for the same exact shit, 2 counts of it. Or 2 charges against him. I'm sure he probably lost both of them.
Yep.
Because it happened more than twice. I mean, when these girls came forward 10 years ago, you're like, bro, this is bad. This is not good.
They made a whole documentary about it.
Yeah, bro, and that was like 6-7 years ago, wasn't it? Like, this has been going on for like 10 years. I remember them talking about it. It was like at least 6-7 years ago, at least.
Oh yeah, they had it, but they dropped the actual tape, the sex tape, like fucking. Long time ago. Remember
it was like 4 years ago, right? Yeah, it was like 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah, it could have been right after.
Tape with him, the sex tape.
I remember. I don't remember when it happened. I just remember that it came
a long time ago. Man, that was like 15 years ago. So they already.
They were making fun of him on Chappelle's show. Chappelle hasn't been on the air.
Yeah. And he was claiming it wasn't him when everybody know it was him.
Yeah, and then he went and made that song where he's fucking hiding in a closet for fucking 25 minutes, like 2 songs, and he's talking about like watching his wife cheat on him. It's like, oh, bro.
shit.
Crazy, bro. Crazy.
So the Migos actually broke up or whatever, but
The Migos did?
But they don't. The two of them, Quavo and Offset, they dropped. I mean, not Offset, Quavo and Takeoff. They dropped the album together, and Takeoff. I mean, Offset is on his own doing this thing. But Quavo just is in the news now because he's saying that he's giving out hints that maybe Offset banged his broad. That was his broad at the time, Saweetie, whatever. I'm like, that's crazy. He acting like a bitch for that. Why are you even just let the broad go and just let him fly? You gotta bring him, put it out all.
Yeah, why you gotta fuck up this money over some bullshit like that? Like some nonsense. Like something they could just as easily let go.
Yeah.
One of these other moral rules that we don't give a fuck about, but like you're gonna stick to the girlfriend one because you look bad. Like, bro, just accept if you're in that industry, you're gonna run into some bumpy situation with females. Something's gonna happen you're not happy with. Like, don't let it fuck up your money.
Yeah,
but I told you this was coming. I said this back when we were talking about like how him and what's her name are going after the label. Him and what's her name are going after the label right now, and they're suing their own label basically. Like, yeah. No, with what's her name? Fucking
you talking about
Cardi? Was it Cardi? Yeah, he's also with Cardi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the side I don't give a fuck about. Like, I don't know what the Kardashians are with either. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, like, but yeah, no, they're suing their own label and shit. But like, the reason is there was a whole bunch of shit about it recently. How just like they were number one at their label for a hot minute, you know what I mean? But then their label became the hottest fucking rap label in history ever, you know what I mean? And now like they're not the stars of it anymore, and like they've been at it for a while too. Like rap crews don't stay together for double-digit years and put out fire albums. You know what I mean? In an industry of individuals, it's tough to be a group. You know what I'm saying? Like, and groups don't last very long. So I don't know. They're all gonna do their individual thing, but like the fact that they did a mixtape together and didn't include Offset, like, yeah, somebody's feelings got hurt there. Like somebody's feelings got
public hurt. That they not mess with each other. They both, you know what I mean?
But their label pitted them against each other. It's kind of messed up. Having the 1 and 2 on your label, you know, or the groups that you really don't know who's better. You know what I mean?
But if it's over the girl and it ain't the label, it's they.
I think it'd be a combination of a lot of things. I think it'd be a combination of a lot. I don't think it's just the girl. I think the girl is just part of it. You know what I mean? And it's probably not even the straw.
Because Offset is suing and he's mad about some money that he's not getting from them. So yeah, it's not. It's got to be a bunch of things.
Offset suing?
Yeah, he's suing QC, the label.
Yeah. No, I know about that, and it's. I don't know.
That could have something to do with the breakup too. Who knows? I don't know.
I don't know. It could be, but I think just the money. If you just follow the money, like that's gonna tell you what's up. And if you look at their sales compared to anybody else's sales on their label, they're not doing as well as the top 3 acts. That's for sure. You know what I mean? They're still gonna move albums. People are gonna like them, but they haven't really been that big lately. The biggest news about them lately is this. I mean, nobody's talking about their music.
Yeah, that shit is going down.
It's like I said, like, you know, not like a lot of rappers are individuals. They're not part of a crew. When they are part of a crew, they do their own thing. You know what I mean? Like, but to be an actual part of like a group in rap and to stick together is kind of difficult. You know what I mean? It's difficult in any industry, but you know, rap is like I said, it's an individual sport. You know what I mean? Like, it really is. It really is. It's all about me and look at me. And even if you're with a crew, you still got to be the best.
No, you don't.
You don't. I'm just saying, in that industry, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. There's not too many humble dudes in rap, and when there are, they're pretty dope. Like, I don't know, like they're usually pretty fire. They suss out the fucking fakers for sure. Like Common's wild. Like he's not on any kind of shit, and fucking he's like the illest dude out there. I think he's awesome.
Common?
Yeah, I fuck with Common. Definitely.
Common nice, but he's not better than Mos Def.
No, Mos Def is these guys. They're different. They're all different. Like I said, they're an individual. You know what I mean? Like everybody's doing their own thing. Some guys are cookie cutter, and then there's some dudes that are a little bit out there. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I don't think Common's out there. He's just very different from the typical person in that industry. And plus, he's like a rapper and shit. I mean, an actor. Like you just saw the end story of his life, you would think like he's probably like a trained actor and like he got into fuck music and shit, like backwards. But yeah, he's just wild. Like I like him a lot. Like he's an awesome actor too. Every time he's in something, it's gonna be solid. You know what I mean? It's always gonna be solid. But
so you gonna watch Kim K's podcast because she just?
I can't wait. I can't wait. It's my favorite fucking thing. Cop stories and fucking Kim Kardashian. My God.
Joe Rogan out the box, and she's the number one now.
Yeah, so, let's see how long that sticks around. And if it does, like, that's cool. But Joe Rogan didn't get fucked in front of, a generation. But yeah, you're gonna fucking compare his money to yours, bitch. Like, you got makeup.
She has what it takes to keep the conversation going and have a good podcast.
Oh, sweet! It looks like the third part of the curse turned into just, I'm just messing with you. But he got me on 2 of them. Shout out to the smoke. Shout out.
Nah, but definitely her shit is not going to stay number one.
No, it's first off, she hasn't done the podcast yet. So who fucking says this is number one? What poll are we going to get? Like, really? Spotify released it. I don't think Spotify's going to give a fuck if they do. It's about the hype. Like, I think they value Joe Rogan a lot more than they value Kim Kardashian because Joe Rogan's made them a lot of money and Kim might make them money. And if you roll with the might money, you're a fucking idiot.
Let's be honest. Kim's going to make them a lot of money too.
She's going to make a lot of money, but what I'm saying is, like, how hot is her podcast going to be? Joe's been on for like 9 years and growing. You know what I mean? He's getting stronger and stronger by the day. Like, she's coming out with a podcast that's one, Kim Kardashian. So, like, majority of girls that listen to podcasts are probably going to fuck with her or hate her enough to listen to her. And then on top of that, like, she's mad famous. Like, Joe Rogan's famous, sure, but he's nowhere near on the level of her. She gets followed around by cameras all day, every day. Like, people know her around the world. Like, I bet there's a lot of people in Thailand don't know who the fuck Joe Rogan is. Or maybe they do because of kickboxing in some other fucking country, Scandinavia. But like, they know who Kim K is for sure, and half of them probably follow her life. So she's mad fucking famous. And then on top of that, she's going for the easy kill. Like, granted, she's been involved in the whole court thing, but she's putting out a podcast about like like murder crimes and like crazy crimes and shit. And like, it just, the Crime Lab shit, that's like women's number one podcast. Like, every girl I know loves that shit. Yeah. And the numbers are there that they're very big a fan of it. So what is it? Just so happens that the Queen of the Hive is going to fucking put out a show about the shit that most women love. She'll kill it for a little while, but I don't see any longevity in her show.
She's going to kill it. And
she will at first. She will at first. No doubt she will. She's going to do numbers, bro. She's just going to do numbers.
And people going to be standing by waiting for her to say something about Kanye.
That pisses me off. The people that push her career ahead so that they can have something to talk shit about, or they can have a career piggybacking off of her like that. I hate that shit.
Well, that's the world we live in, buddy.
No, of course, but I just, like, I think Kim's dope. I think she's the flyest chick like ever. I'm not gonna lie, she's fucking gorgeous. Obviously, she's like Cleopatra basically. Like, she's a smoke show. Not many guys are gonna turn her down. Even the gay ones will be having that. But I don't know, man. Like, she's huge, and like, I think she's pretty intelligent. You don't fucking get where she's gotten to and stay around unless you are good at least playing that game. But she's got a lot of other money that came up too, and she monetized her whole family. Her whole family are superstar celebrities because of Kim.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, she's the one, bro. I mean, her father made it to being OJ's lawyer, and then he died. Didn't really get to live the cloud out, But like, his daughter took that little step that he took, and she just catapulted. But like, I don't care to listen to what the fuck she has to say, and I really don't care to hear it from a bunch of fucking demons who are gonna just butcher all of her shit and make her look as dumb as possible.
Right. But she had the tape with Ray J, and now Ray J was just tweeting, "I'm going to commit suicide right now if it wasn't for my kids." This and that. This was just out like yesterday or today. He did it, and everybody's concerned about him. And now I guess on top of the world, and Ray J's over here talking about he's going to commit suicide and he's going through all kind of issues. You feel me?
He's probably got a fucking garage full of those earbuds he made, and nobody's buying them and shit. He's fucking freaking out. Like, bro, your name is still relevant. His name is still popping in 2020, 2021, 2022, and like, bro, all you did was fuck this chick and be like, a popular singer's cousin. Like, and made a song. He had a good song. I'll give him that. No, I'm just saying, like, that's crazy. I hope he doesn't hurt himself, but like, who knows if that's the case. You know, who knows? But I hope they wouldn't do that. But like, whatever, bro. Like, cool. You didn't work at fucking Best Buy for your entire life. Be happy. Like, if you're not popping no more, just stay out the shit. You don't gotta pretend you're gonna kill yourself over some bullshit.
That's that bullshit.
That is that bullshit. That's that cry wolf shit. Like, maybe I can't just say like, oh, his mental health isn't important and somebody else's is. But like, I don't know.
He gonna mess around and come back and say, I was just it wasn't me, I was hacked or whatever. Nah.
That was jokes.
Yeah, but that's it. You know, this week was a slow week.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said that one other time. Like, it's good. It's good. You know, that nobody died or anything in the industry, but like, you know, when people get shot, there's a lot to talk about on the internet. That's pretty pathetic. You know what I mean? Like, too bad there's not like a bigger you know, voice for like decent shit that goes on, because you see guys do shit when guys are genuine and go and do shit. Half of them don't care to bring the cameras around for that shit. That's not why they're there. They're not there for hype. You know what I mean? So you don't see a lot of that shit. It'd be cool if we could hear about some of that, but I don't know. Apparently being nice to children and homeless people is bad for your career. But definitely good that it's a slow week though. Nobody got hurt. But back to the YSL thing, bro. Damn, you know, and like the whole innocent until proven guilty thing is bullshit too, because I said it day one, like, they're not letting neither one of these guys out for any fucking reason ever, and they didn't. You know what I mean? Like, everybody thought they were gonna get out. It's like, if they were gonna get out, they would have gotten out 10 minutes after they got arrested. Like, other than that, you're staying in jail for a little while at least. And I don't know, man. I think they're gonna be fucked, because I think that this is just. They went after them because they were the biggest, easiest target, most likely, and they're probably fucking doing dumb shit, but not like that. Not on the level they're painting them out to be, I don't think, at least. But it's just like, it doesn't matter who it was. This person, these group of guys, they're gonna get in trouble. You know, if the first big names they pull and throw a RICO on in the rap world, if they fucking come up short and don't get this one, like, people aren't gonna fucking respect them. Like, and it's just not gonna work. You know what I mean? Like, people are gonna realize, like, you can't control this shit. They're gonna go crazy in the rap game, and like, even if they do come back and get a handle on it, people, if they fail this one, if they don't get the prosecution on this one, it's going to be open season in Atlanta, in my opinion. Like, I don't think that, because if they fail this one, no judge is going to go in on a second RICO on a different rap group. It's like, yo, this is a witch hunt. Like, you failed the first one. Like, why would I believe that this is even going to work?
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
A lot on the line with this one, a whole lot.
That's why I keep saying, man, that you know, the future of an industry pretty much is going to lay in the balance here. Absolutely, we're still always going to have music, but I'm talking about like gangster rap, specific rap, which is big today, and offshoots of it, drill and shit like that. Like, the big,
that's going down too.
Numbers, people are into this shit, you know. But yeah, it might not exist in a few years, because if this is what's going to happen, everybody becomes a gangster rapper. It ain't going to be worth it. You know what I mean? Because I don't know. They're gonna use them as a lesson, and that's why they're requesting more time. They want to go real bad. They gotta go, or they don't have enough. Well, that's what I'm saying. That like, they don't have enough, so that they're trying to get more, because they gotta come with a death blow. Like there gotta be no chance for their lawyers to even say anything remotely worthwhile. And I don't know, man. They're gonna, like you said, they got a bunch of lawyers. They're gonna do pretty well.
I don't think they care if everybody else gets out. They care about Thug staying in.
He's the money man. Yeah, if they can get Gunna, they'll absolutely take him too. But their concern is Thug, and I think Gunna's getting the worst out of all of it, because he doesn't. Of all the people,
everybody's painting this picture like Gunna's innocent or whatever.
No, not that he's innocent. He just hasn't been caught. But usually, if you haven't been caught on a grand scale, it's because you don't really go that fucking hard. Out of all of the people in this trial, he looks like he hasn't done anything compared to other people. But that doesn't mean he hasn't done anything. It just means he hasn't been caught for it yet. You know, like, if you hang around tough, wild dudes all day long, and that's all you do is, and you're into rap and shit, like, I gotta believe to some extent you're somewhat serious. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I imagine he's done shit in his life, but I've done a lot of shit in my life. I'm not on court. I mean, I'm not in court for it. So, like, why should he be? But
he's from a gang, rolling 60s.
I mean, I personally, I don't think that counts. Like, all right, cool, you're from a gang, but there's a lot of people that, you know, throw this fucking sign up and they're not banging with people. They just live under the guise of the name. It's numbers, and they don't got to do shit. There's a lot of people that get by like that. People that live there that aren't really involved. But then you have, like, the people who really run with it, But if you're just a rapper, but you're in that crew, you're going to be a big name because you're big. You know what I mean? That's fame right there. People need that for their crew. But there's a lot of people that claim sets and they don't fucking do shit for it. I don't want to hear it. I know it's true. I know it's fucking true. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I don't know. You can't avoid these things in some places where you live, or you'll fucking die. You know what I mean? And if you don't got parents or you don't got people looking out for you proper, then you're going to need something like that to help you get through. Like, I don't know. It seems gangs are more appealing than boys clubs,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, it is what it is. It is what it is. It's going to happen. You're never going to stop it. But a lot of people, even if they claim a set, they're not really doing all that. Some of those crews are extremely difficult about. Everybody has to act. So yeah, a lot of them probably are, but there's definitely people that are hiding out there too. They just claim a set. They don't really do nothing. They're cool. There's no reason for them to give a fuck. So like, yeah, whatever. If we ever need you, we'll call you. That kind of shit. But I don't know. If they didn't catch him dirty with anything significant, like I just feel like then he's probably not doing it because they had their fucking heads up these guys' asses for like 9 months. You know what I mean? They were checking everything they were doing.
You're probably right.
So I'm just saying, like, and good for him. Like, that's awesome. Like, you actually were able to stay innocent, not get caught for anything you did. And then on top of that, it seems like you have a little bit more morals than the rest of the people there, because you're obviously not getting down with all the crazy shit, but you're still cool enough to be around, and he's standing on it. He's not out there fucking diming people out, talking about what people did. He's taking it, like, so far. We'll see what happens. But yeah, Thug's going to be the one they want out of jail. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And if they can keep the two of them out, they definitely will. But like the other kids that got popped for like stealing cars and having guns and shit, they're fucking going for a ride. You know what I mean? But in my opinion, if they convict them and they don't have somebody to take like the number one guy's spot over, then Thug's gonna go down for that shit because they need a leader. And where's their leader? Well, it appears to be this guy. So they're gonna get him as a leader. Running it with his money and making calls and calling shots. He didn't actually get his hands dirty. Because they probably don't have shit on him to prove that way. But we'll see what happens, bro. The fact they're asking more time, it can go either way. It can be good for the defense, or they might not have shit, and they're trying to get more, and then that means good. They don't have any information. Or they might have something that they need more time to work to make sure that it fucking sticks 100%, but it's like, it's a done deal when they get it. That's their case right there. So that's scary, too. Everybody's fighting for their lives on this one. The DA is trying to make a fucking career. Like, everybody's going in 100% on this one, and let's see what wins. It's gonna be a wild outcome.
Yeah, a lot of money because
huge.
Yes, it's going down. Well, on that note, we're about to be up out of here because
I think we need to discuss topics before next week.
Yeah, for sure. And it's all good though.
Absolutely. Yeah. Shout out to the Smoke again. Love it. You're the only person in the comments, so appreciate you coming through and showing us some love. That's dope.
For sure. All right, y'all. Peace. See y'all next week. Holla at us. We're gonna get next week's show will be a lot more better. We got some tricks up the sleeve.
Yeah, this is gonna be like a 700 viewer. This week didn't count.
Exactly.